stable next days. And thank you very much.
Thank you very much for your presentation.
Thank you.
Next up is Ahmet from Turkey.
Hi, hello, can you hear me?
We can hear you, thank you.
Okay, I'm sharing my screen. Okay, I think you are seeing my screen.
Yes, we see your presentation.
Okay, perfect. It's good to be here for this forum, and thank you for having me. I will present the Turkey as a legend. So I will describe what's going on this in Turkey, actually, from the perspective from the AAM industry. For the beginning, actually, I will try to describe why AM matters for the Turkey. And 34 million metropolitan commuter loses 240 hours per year on the traffic. Even the 2% shift to air taxes, it will reclaim lots of productivity, lots of hours as a productivity. And we are seeing and accepting, and we know this will be so beneficial. And the Turkey is aiming to go there actually with the investment and the other actions. And the governments, with this perspective, governments to 2053 net zero plan calls for a 30% cut in urban transport CO2. So battery electric eVTOLs and the other eVTOLs for the carrying passengers solutions will be encouraging, and also government is supporting kind of things, and we know the emissions will be reduced per passenger about 80%. And this is for the supply chain upside. Composites, batteries, flight control software domains, and lots of hardware, and also for the air vehicles domains, where Turkish firms already exporting to $2 billion per year is also already running and already in business with the Turkish firms. So Turkey is rapidly emerging as a significant player in the global AM landscape, marked by critical regulatory steps, technological breakthroughs, and the strategic investments. From the policy and regulatory momentum, civil aviation law updated now and expressly covers that the autonomous vertical aircrafts and the Directorate General of the Civil Aviation is fast-track rulemaking powers and implementing guidelines circulated to the industries from the February. And from the UTM readiness is increasing. Right now, Turkey is scored 5 on 10, 5 on 3. And right now, activity public freight implementation is running as well. And the Directorate's Civil Aviation General of the Civil Aviation and the Turkish Aerospace Industries companies and the Aselsan company has created a working group for the BVLOS corridors. And right now, 35 million euros national R&D call is opened from the April 2025 for the AEM traffic management demonstrators. And the TÜBİTAK is a government organization, is hosted Caesar 3 2025 calls funding channel for the use space and the UTM demos, ATM integration for the data generation, and lots of new progress for the AAM. For the vertiport developments underway, including the Turkey's Bilişim Vadisi vertiport, which is a technological area in Istanbul, integrating charging operation and the maintenance activities for the vertebrates. It started yet, but it will be more developed in the years. For the progresses, technology and the innovation side, Aircar company is successfully completed its first manned test flight. And this is a significant milestone as it marched on Turkey. And this is the one of only 5 countries global to achieve a manned two-seater eVTOL. Also, Turkish aerospace industry company released a new UAV family for the different operations for the nation and to be used in Turkey for the different applications. And also, Baykar company acquires 140-year-old Italian aviation company Piaggio Aerospace, and they are building a new era for the Piaggio, and we are also following that very closely. And those developments underscore Turkey's commitment to advancing its capabilities in air mobility. And the Aircar company flights demonstrate practical progress in eVTOL technology, and the Baykar and acquisitions and the other companies' progresses for the vehicles is actually a Turkish footprint in aerospace manufacturing and the MRO side. We are potentially accelerating integration of advanced air mobility solutions. The Caesar 3 engagement shows that proactive stance is in shaping future ATM research relevant to the EAM. So most of the private sector companies focusing the developments of the UAV and the system in defense, agriculture, medical, natural disaster fields, and the using of those vehicles on those fields. And those UAVs, developed UAVs, are have using some solutions with the solutions like a BVLOS operations, swarm operations, drone as a service, and the AI integrated solutions for those applications. And there is lots of example in Turkey right now. And Turkey aims to reach net zero carbon emissions by the 2053, and actively promoting the using this sustainable aviation fuel. And they make the agreement with the different companies and the regulatory directives that encourage the domestic fuel production, reduce the import dependence, and support the climate responsible aviation sector. And also, government has an attention on the aerospace industry and the manufacturing of the Turkish manufacturing project of the Turkish companies' air vehicles. Also, Saha Istanbul Defense Aviation and the space cluster is also following the private sector, aerospace private sector abilities and supporting the AEM activities in Turkey. From the public sentiments, as a positive displays, Technofest Festival for the technology is encouraging from the government and the private sector as well. Aerospace and technology-based public events has very great involvement on Turkey. And right now, 1.6 million competitors is participated in 2024. And also, Drone Racing League has been started, expand the public sentiments, and the lots of experience is already reflected, not also from the private sector, and also from the people from the cities and the civilian users of the drones. From the negative displays, low investment and the poor culture is still ongoing for the EM and the drones. And also not on the big cities, but with the little cities in Turkey, there's a poor acceptance, poor culture for the drones is still ongoing. And from the battery and the ground handling risk bulletins from the civil aviation directories as remain prominent and continued enforcement indicates ongoing compliance gaps among hobbyists. From the upcoming events, we already made a IDEF 2025. It's for the international device industry in Turkey. And for the AAM perspective, the UAS and the avionics supply chain and all of the air vehicles and the ground vehicles manufacturers show their abilities and air vehicles, and government also is supporting this. And also we have a FIAE Turkey Drone Race World Cup, and also we have a academic based sessions from the Middle East Technical University, and also we have Technofest 2025 festival, and also we will have a air show in next year, and also we will have a Takeoff Istanbul Startup Investor Meeting event in this year. As a conclusion, Turkey holds a significant potential in the field of the AM, like in Istanbul and Ankara metropolis cities, and the integration of these technologies could transform urban transportation and provide sustainable mobility solutions. Turkey has a potential to develop innovation solutions for the AM technologies, and the R&D activity is still going, and the government is also supporting this. And for the daily usage, the polices and the government, private sector is already using the drones and the AM, the vehicles on the field, defense, agriculture, firefighting, and the disaster on the disaster occasions. The first responder always is drones. And also for the challenges, regulatory hurdles, and the public acceptance, the Civil Aviation Authority is starting to play active role in this process. The adaptation of the new technologies, the gaining the public requires still time, and the awareness campaigns and the pilot projects is a crucial role in accelerating this process. And for the infrastructure walls, cost is still in high side, but we are ongoing, and we will be there to for the integration of the AM technologies. What I'm doing in this sector in Pavas's company, I'm working as a product and VMV manager in Pavas's company, and we expertise in electrical and avionics systems, and we are also developing those products, and we are in the testing, verification, integration process to those LRUs to the aircraft. So also we are supporting the new generation aircraft LRUs, new products on the field. And we have different capabilities and different expertise designing and certifying those solutions according to the standards, according to the certification perspectives. And we have lots of customers in communities to wants to develop their new generation aircrafts and the new generation AM mobility vehicles, and we are supporting that. Thanks for listening, and don't hesitate to reach out to me if any questions. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much. Next up, we are going to try the presentation from Gloria again.